Hey friends, welcome back to Big Nate's Whiskey Lounge. I am Big Nate, coming at you with a new review video. We're going to be doing Elijah Craig Barrel Proof B522. This is their 12-year non-chill filtered barrel proof bourbon whiskey. We're going to be drinking the B522 today, and then we're going to compare it to the other B batches that I own, which is B520 and B521, so the prior two batches. Then we're going to compare it to A122. So we're going to see how we like it as a whole. We're then going to see how we like it versus other B batches, and then we're going to compare it to this year's A batch, because I'm going to be doing a continuation of, is the bourbon good? How is it versus the other letters? How is it versus the other letters, B batch? And then how good is it versus the whiskeys of its year? So let's give this a pour real quick. America. Alright, fresh crack here. Now, B522, of course, if you watched my video or if you watch Bourbon Junkies a couple weeks ago, depending on when you're watching this, did their shoot of B522. And so, but for the specs on this, it's 12 years old. This batch, B522B, meaning second of the year. As we know, Elijah Craig does 3, A, B, and C. B is the second release of the year, and then 5 meaning May, 22 meaning the year. So this is second batch of 2022, released in May of 2022. This is 121 proof, 60.5% ABV. Let's give this a shot. Okay, I splashed something into my eye, I think, a second ago. Could just be sweat. It's really hot in this room. It's a lot, it's quite a bit on the nose. I just came off of Matt Porter's newest Knob Creek pick, which I also did with his first Knob Creek pick. So I just come off of two 120 proof Knob Creeks. So as far as proof goes, it's giving me a similar nose. It's a little bit sweeter though. It's pretty aggressive on the nose actually. Kind of hard to get through a whole lot, and it could just be because it's the first crack. Sometimes a lot of people have theories that Elijah Craig's need to settle down a little bit. They need to open into some air. So some people feel it's unfair to do fresh cracks on them. But that's part of the reason why I go back, because the other ones have been open for a little bit, and so they'll compare. And then when C comes out, this will have been open for a few months. So cherry, vanilla, oak. To be honest with you, it doesn't hit that heavy. A lot of times proof tends to go over my tongue. This kind of went under my tongue, and it doesn't hit that hard. It's good. It's good. It's maybe a touch flat. Maybe a little flat. It's good, not great. That had a little bit of an appleiness on the as I was intaking it. Okay, it's good. I feel like I've had a lot better at that proof. Quite frankly, Matt Porter's single barrels. I'm just coming off of those. Yes, I've rinsed in between, but I think maybe coming off the flavors of those Knob Creeks to this Elijah Craig, there is quite a bit of a difference, and so the Elijah Craig is not as flavorful as those Knob Creeks were. So, all right, now let's do the B run. I'm gonna rinse real quick, of course. Yep, that's A122. That's B520. All right, so B522, we're going to do B521. And we'll do B520. I gotta be sparing with this. I would love to find a new bottle of this because this has been my favorite one. And if you watched a couple months ago, I released my, because I've been collecting about a year and a half. I've been collecting the Elijah Craig barrel proofs, but I hadn't released a video on them yet. Now I'm going to be more consistent with them as I get them. I have B520, all of the 21s, then A and B of 22. So I started to collect them, and I need to get content out there on these. So again, B522 is 121 proof. B521 is 118.2 proof. B520 is 127.2 proof. This one's nice. I really like the B520. So let's go B521. The nose has settled. So there was an ethanoliness that kind of, not as much, but it kind of jumped out of 22. It's 21 is settled. Nice burnt caramel-y, subtle caramel. It's not. It's nice. Maybe also a little bit of apple juice, maybe, but not like. If I bit an apple and just kind of the juice that would come with it, not like a sweetened, overly sugared apple juice that you give your kids, which I'm not dissing any of you parents that do that. I apologize. I'm not judging you. I know most people water it down for their kids anyway, so. That's more boring. There's like almost a three proof difference on that. That one's clinging a little bit to the front of the tongue though. 59.1, 60.5. Yeah, so it's 1.4% difference. So not a ton. But there is a little bit more flavor in the 22. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Wow, this one's not going to get touched. Well, not this not going to get touched, but it's not going to get put in a video again until B523. So. Let me hit that one more time. They're so close. I can't call it. I can't call it, guys. That's too close to call. I thought that the 21, having been open for a little bit, would have been a lot better now that it settled down. But for some reason, I'm liking the 22. I think I might have to give it to the 22 for now. Let's bring out the B520, which I'm expecting to just blow the other two out of the water. On the nose alone, it's just so much better. The proof doesn't, well, it got me a little bit there. A little more perfumey on the 20. There's no comparison. Well, I mean there is. We're comparing them, but Excuse me. 20. Right now, I'm gonna give it to 22, and 21 comes in a very, very, very close third. All right, that's interesting. Let's pull out A122. Give that a pour. This comes in at 120.8 proof. So little, just 0.1% difference. So this is 120.8, which is 0.2 proof and 0.1%. So this is probably almost, this is about as close as at least the ones in my collection are. I have the other two below me on the bar here, but they're not part of this video, so they're not getting pulled out. And they are, what are they? A21 and C21. Oh, I rather like the nose on 22 now. 21 is not standing out. And I hate to say this, it's not as bad as they described. It's not off-putting to me. Dan and Sean from Bourbon Junkie said they got a Sharpie note on their A122. I'm getting a very, very subtle hint on my A122. It's not on the taste, just a little bit on the nose. Something about it. Of all four, B is better than A. B522 is better than A122. A122, I'm all of the Bs that I have are better than the A122. For some reason. I don't know why. But that's what I'm going with. All right. That's the video. That's it. That's B522 is my second favorite of my Bs, and it is my so far leading the 22s. B522, second best B, so far leading the charge of 22. All right, it's been Big Nate's Whiskey Lounge. Appreciate you sticking around. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. I do have a Facebook account. It's under my full name, Nate Weidel, Weidel. I do have a personal account. We'll be friends there. That's fine. But my channel one has my logo on it. Appreciate the love and support from you guys. I'm growing slowly, but I'm not putting a whole lot into this. It's really just for the fun of it for me. So, love you guys. I'll see you soon. Have a good day.